Shalom, Mashpacha. I just wanted to put a little bit of intro into the rant that I just tried to make, and then my phone overheated, so it stopped. So we'll see. But you know, I don't have bitterness or resentment or hatred in my heart about all this. But there's some things. Okay, so now if we were to imagine that Aki was Akuthi in this situation, and you know, like my interaction with a sister or the sister's interaction with our son, if the shoe was on the other foot, how Tiffany would respond. Just think about that. Okay, now, and I told her, I was like, I see when he comes into the room, your face lights up and you smile all big. You smile like that towards me, and I don't even know how long, right? Or, you know, making him cinnamon rolls when he goes off to the rig or whatever. And then when he's gone, just like, okay, let's take a nap, let's sleep in, let's not get stuff done. And then, oh, he's coming back, we have to clean everything, and we have to make special tacos, and we have to do all this stuff. And it's like, wow. If I was doing all that towards a sister, it'd be unwell. And if I was confiding in a sister about all the things, a list of wrongs, and she was saying to her, oh, did you do that? Oh, wow, he's been providing for you everything all these years. Like, it just, if everything, the shoe was on the other foot, it would be completely unwell. I just wanted to try to get some stuff off my chest while it's fresh in my remembrance. And so I want to go back to 2 weeks ago. It's actually probably more like 3 weeks ago. Tiffany and I had a fight. It was a big fight. I tell you what, when things got to that point where I feel like she was dealing with me like as if it's like man to man, like elevating herself to that level to just fight me. Being disrespected, unheard, and also having everything I say twisted and repeated back to me as if it's like it's false witness. It's not even what I said. I've explained it to her before. It's like people say that, oh, she sees the world through rose-colored glasses. It's the opposite of that. It's seeing the world through black cloud glasses, and seeing the man, the husband, whatever, as like just vile, evil, sly, manipulative, controlling. Yet the control she's clinging to, the manipulation is emotional, and it is subtle. Even just what she said to me today, very subtle. Like, oh, because I care for, you know, our son's well-being, as if I don't, right? So when things escalate to that point, I'll say, get out. Go then. If that's how you feel, then go. Well, situation's different now because we weren't in my house. We were in my brother's house. And so saying that is what now? If his position is, no, you get out. Okay? So somehow he got word that there was this argument, and so he was like, you need to knock it off. When I get home, we're going to take care of it. He was very angry. He actually wanted to go fisticuffs with me. He came home. We all sat down after things cooled off a little, after he cooled off a little. We sat down at the table. My wife, my son, and my brother, and I. And a flood came of all different things going, all the way back to before we were even married. And he heard all these things, and he took a position as like a type of judge to say, is that what happened? Did that happen? And I would say yes, but because that's not the whole story. Gotta get the whole story. But his mind was made up, and she didn't withhold when he was like, let's go outside, and you need to go, like she kept on hammer down, okay, throwing me under the bus, feeding me to the wolves, however you want to express it. That's what it was like. And so ultimately I made the decision that I was going to leave. And I had a job interview that I did get that job, but I hadn't gotten it yet. I had not quite gotten the job yet, and I had a little bit more money in my pocket at that time, and I was packed up my things, and I was just going to go. And everyone seemed to be well with that at the time, and I started to head out, and I got 2 hours down the road. Now I'm being painted as being like unsafe, tyrannical, dictator, controlling. Just pile it on there. And then I got 2 hours down the road, and it was messages, please come back, I'm so sorry, I believe in us, all this. So I was like, okay, she's repentant, she's saying she's sorry. I know I have things that I need to work on. I just want to say that before my brother caught wind that there was issues, my family was already sitting down to talk about everything, and I was making notes of the complaints and what they were, so that I could work on those things. So there was already healing happening, but the interjection actually was almost like ripping a Band-Aid off and then causing everything to bleed out again. So I came back. I was on eggshells. I couldn't lead. I couldn't correct. I couldn't do anything. It was like trying to be the head of your house from driving in the back seat. And I believe that my brother's heart was in the right place, and he was trying to do the right thing, but it was not following through Ra. To make yourself a judge in my marriage and then say, I don't want to be in the middle of it. To say, I don't want to raise another man's son when you told him he could eat whatever he wants, whenever he wants, right in front of his father. And that you're just going to give him a machete without asking his father if that's okay. Or you're going to invite him to go fishing in the dawning, but without check with your father, make sure it's okay. None of that. Well, of course, that's what's going to happen. And now he's looking up to him in this role, and that's going to be a problem. So Tiffany was like, I'm sorry, come back. So I come back, and she said, I want you to just kiss me and tell me everything's going to be okay. So I kissed her, and I said, everything's going to be okay. And I did work hard. I tried to prevent there being any friction. Even if I saw something that I thought was, hey, that's not how we do it, I couldn't. Nothing. It's the most difficult thing, really. You love people, you care for people, you want to try to instruct in righteousness, you want to try to lead in righteousness, but your hands are tied behind your back. Spiritually, I interviewed for the job, I got the job, it went great, they love me there, but now I have to leave because 2 weeks later there was another fight. Now I will say things were actually going well, getting better, but there was no real actual spiritual connection because now there really is no submission. It wasn't there. There was no honoring. It just wasn't. I wasn't really seen as a protector or as a provider. And anyway, fast forward to 2 weeks, there's another fight. And, whoa, what's going on here? What is this person trying to do, dude? Are you serious? So weird. Just trying to cut me off. I don't know. Anyway, excuse me. There's another disagreement. There's an argument. Very, very misunderstood. Words put in my mouth. Everything. Horrible. I can't continue to be dishonored, disrespected in this way, to have my words twisted, everything else. So I'm trying to let's talk about it. No, that's not what I was saying. Let me explain. No, none of it. No, stiff neck, done. Okay. So one of us has to go. Oh, okay. One of us has to go. Okay. Do you have anywhere? Where would you go? Where? I have nowhere to go. I haven't worked in 14 years. I don't have a car. Nothing. No one. I said, okay. So then I will. And so start making arrangements, getting all my things packed, letting my new job know that I'm not going to be coming back, everything. Go to leave, she won't let me go. I said, you have to let me go. You have to let me go. Like, she was so seeing red, and then now it's changed, so it's confusion. That's why the video was, should I stay or should I go? Because I don't think she knows. Okay. I'm gonna go. You gotta let me go. I go. Not 2 hours later now, but like the next day. You're right. I'm so sorry. I have all these things to work on. Okay. How much times, is it real? Is it sincere? What's going on? I said, yeah, there's those issues. There's other issues too, like elevating your son above your husband. And, well, I don't do that. I don't really do that. I haven't done that. Oh, okay. I don't always do that. I didn't say you always do it. Well, maybe also because you have trauma, you're misunderstanding. I said, okay, I know it's possible that I have trauma and I'm misunderstanding things. So, but I'm telling you that it happens and it can't happen. Oh, okay. And then, do you think you'll come back? No, I don't think I'm going to come back. I don't think I'm going to be going back. I don't think I'll even be welcome back. And I can't afford to be there even with that job. It's too expensive. Oh, okay. I said, you need to be in Palal about coming to me in Florida. Okay, I will. I'll Palal. Well, I never really thought I'd go back to Florida. I don't think I would go back to Florida. Okay, well, you may not be able to stay there forever either, because Aki is going to sell the house, and he just wants to be alone. He says he doesn't want to provide for another man's wife or raise another man's child or any of that. Well, I never said I needed him to raise my son. I just need a place to stay, and we can do things around here to help out and this and that. I know, I understand, but he's wants to maybe just sell the house and go to the mountains. Also, now maybe you would see you have no problem throwing me under the bus. Oh, but I'm sorry, can you come back? No, I can't come back. Oh, okay. But ask Yahuah, he wants you to come be with me where I go. If it's in the way, then it's, wherever my husband goes, I go with my husband, right? See, it's conditional to submit, to be like, well, I don't really want to go to Florida, so can you know, no. And then it's, well, you might not be able to stay there. Oh, should I find another place to go? Oh no, now I'm all concerned about my son's well-being. And everything becomes about your son again, and it wasn't anything about what Yahuah wants. Seek ye first the kingdom of Allah, and all these other things will be appointed unto you. Your son will be protected and provided for. You submit yourself to his will. It's not his will for the son to be above the husband. It's like it's not the Father's will for my Asha to be above Yahuah. And there's been a lot of times that I've submitted myself to my Asha just like Adam and Hua. And it wasn't well. So now it's kind of funny how Abba's done this whole thing, because we left Florida because she didn't like it. It was too hot. This and that. And now Yahuah put her in a situation where it's like, okay, well, if you're going to remain with your husband, it looks like you're going to need to go back to Florida. And that's like a bridge too far, I think. I don't know. So why would I believe that she's changed or wanted to submit or did love me or want to learn me if she's not willing to do whatever she needs to do to be with me? It's conditional. Everything's conditional. So I wanted to try to lay out some of the timeline of events, the things that happened, because everything is a whirlwind right now for me. You know, I just lost my trailer, my truck, my job, my wife, my son. I'm separated from my brother. And it's like she's throwing me under the bus. Okay, he wants to take me outside and kick my ass. You know that, right? Okay, he wants to throw me out on the street right now. You know that, right? But why do you keep on... You're bringing up shit from... Slovakia. You're bringing up stuff from 7 years ago, before we were even married. Which is completely out of context too, because her mom wanted to pay for her to come to Florida, and she was saying how I didn't even pay. I couldn't pay. What do you want me to do? I'm a single father raising my son, living in Florida, with a solid job, but it doesn't pay well. It's a government job. I have a roommate. He is probably one of the most gentle and kind man that you'll ever know. And she complained about him all the time, and I would sit down and have these little family meetings trying to smooth things over. And I told him just the other day, 7 years later, I'm sorry, I should have stood up to her. That wasn't well. He said, honestly, brother, I don't even know what I could have done different. I don't know what I could have done better. Some of the things that bothered her about him, he can't control. Okay, like he was doing bee stings to treat his Lyme disease, and he was giving him a body odor that he can't. Like, he has hygiene, he washes up, but he can't. It's like detoxing your body. Anyway, I should have put my foot down for a long time, and I didn't. And I would continue to try to submit myself and humble myself, while at the same time being accused of not trying, not being willing to change. it's crazy. It's crazy. And even now, I'm having a hard time accepting what Yahuah is plainly showing me. She wants her cake and eat it too. She wants me to come back. If I can come back there, I can't come back there. Oh. Maybe you should halal about whether or not you can come to Florida. No, I don't think I can come to Florida. I never wanted to go back to Florida. Oh, well, it looks like you might not be able to stay there anymore. Oh no, now what am I going to do? The choices have consequences, and going against the will of Yahuah can cause chastisement. It can cause some pain. And honestly, when I look at this, even I did the video, the certificate of divorcement, which is really a focus on Yahuah and his bride, Yashar'Al. It's not about me. Yeah, there's things that Yahuah shows me in marriage that have to do with, our relationship with him. That's the real thing. You submit to Yahuah conditionally. Oh, I'll worship you and guard your commandments. If this, if that, if this, if that. I don't think so. I saw a post on Fake Book. I'm so sick and tired of Fake Book. Or it was like, oh, be a husband and lead by example, not with rules like Yahuah. Yahuah has rules. It doesn't even make any sense. You need to get that worldly way of thinking out the door. It's got to go. And there's these witches out there. They come together in their little covens and they talk about the males, and they gossip, and they're busybodies, and they will destroy your house. Okay? Some of them they're uncovered, they're not married, and they teach. I don't care if it's videos, memes. So like I say, he should have never been able to get in a position to be between us. My Yashar'Al should have never allowed that to happen. And even the what happened with my son and I. So I, in a lot of ways, I'm not. Again, I don't blame him because I believe his heart was in the right place. Was it thura to do that? No, it wasn't. But I would just say that my expectation would be more placed upon her. And her and I have been dwelling together all these years, growing together, sharing everything, being best friends. At least that was the impression that I had. And you think that she would not allow me to be filleted open like that, at risk of getting my butt kicked or getting thrown out on the street. And then after I do go, be like, oh no, come back, but then turn right around and be in the same place 2 weeks later. I think she even made some comments like, it's not so easy for me to just, it ain't nothing easy about any of this. Ain't nothing been easy about it, right? I just established boundaries. I said, I'm not going to be disrespected in this way. This is the only thing that I've been asking for. That's it. I had to open up and make a list of the things. Okay? Don't ask me to watch your videos. That was one of the things. And I saw some people were like, yeah, we could see that she's not really a part of it, or she doesn't want to be a part of it. No, man, look, she chose that. There's videos that we did together, and the floor was more open. There was times that she would actually ask me difficult questions. Sometimes it put me a little bit on the spot, but that also forced me to grow. And so I'm more open to questions now because I'm more comfortable with getting stumped in something and being like, I don't know. Or I just still myself and listen for what Yahuah has, and then he shows me something new through it. And Barak Yahuah for that. My biggest problem is that I didn't want to accept or admit what Yahuah was showing me. And I keep thinking that somehow I can make it all work, but it's all in vain if Yahuah is not in it. And this thing right now, everything that the circumstances that he's laying out are clearly showing that she's not wanting to just lay down everything to be one with me, to be achad with me. Everything's conditional. I mean, it's much better to be in the house that has all the freezers filled with meat and you know, the big kitchen and everything. 2-story house, son has his own room. That's all great. And then as soon as it's like, oh, you're not gonna come back? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, you want me to go with you to Florida? Nah, I never really thought I was gonna go back to Florida. Oh, wait, I'm not gonna be able to stay here, possibly either myself. But still can't say, okay, take me with you. It is what it is. And I have to be at shalom with it. I just have to accept whatever Yahuwah is doing, because his ways are higher than my ways, our ways. His timing is beyond our understanding. And I'm really to the point where I don't want for anything in this world. I don't want to cling to anything. I let all kinds of stuff go just to go to Wyoming, and then when I got there, I had to go, and so I just had to leave. What I have is what's in the car right here. Clothes, a safar, a shupar, a laptop, and Gidgy Girl. Say hi, Gidgy. Say hi, Gidgy Girl. Shalom. By the power and will of Yahuah, Yahushua, the Messiah, the one who we love him because he first loved us, right? Because while we were yet enemies at enmity with the Most High, he humbled himself, he took on flesh, he took on the role of a servant, he lived a perfect, righteous, or kadash life. He willingly laid his life down, no one took it from him. He bore our iniquities on his body. He was impaled on a tree. He was in the tomb 3 days, and he rose again in power, in sovereignty, in majesty, in all esteem. All esteem Yahusha. Yahusha comes in the name of the Father, Yahuah. Barukah is he who comes in the name of the Most High. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. You'll also find the email in the description of all YouTube videos. So send us a message, a praise report, a prayer request. Much love.